What is going on, Dolphins fans? Welcome to another episode of eMiami. This week we're going to take a look at some of the Dolphins Madden rating changes, the Miami Dolphins simulation against the Seattle Seahawks in Madden 21, and I'm going to go over my 3 keys for what the Dolphins need to do this Sunday to win the game. Looking at some of the Madden rating changes from week 3 to week 4, probably the most notable change we're going to see is Jordan Howard taking his overall from a 79 down to a 77 overall. Jordan Howard hasn't had a very strong season. We've used him mainly for goal line work, so it's no surprise really to see his overall drop 2 points. Other Dolphins with decreasing ratings include Landon Roberts, Eric Rowe, and Adam Shaheen, none of which has had too much of a game-changing effect on any of the games we've had so far this season. On a positive note, however, we have seen 7 Dolphins see their Madden ratings increase from weeks 3 to week 4. All of the positive increases have been by 1 point overall. We've got Jerome Baker and Emmanuel Ogbah, the highest rated players to see a bump in their ratings, but the most notable in my opinion has to be Solomon Kindley. Started the season as a 60 overall, is currently at a 64, and saw his rating go from a 63 to 64 from weeks 3 to 4. Solomon Kindley has been playing solid on the offensive line. If you listen to anything Alfredo Arteaga has to say, either on his Twitter or in the yard prep videos that he's putting up on YouTube, he's going to throw Solomon Kindley a lot of love, and he absolutely deserves it. I also expect soon some changes to Austin Jackson's rating. He's at a 64, has been since the start of the season. I think he's been playing really well, especially for a left tackle that just got thrown into the mix. Sure, he hasn't had to play anybody really elite on that side of the field yet, but he hasn't really made too many mistakes. I think he has maybe 1 or 2 penalties so far in the season. I expect to see some rating increases from him before the season is over. With all that being said, let's go ahead and jump into some of the highlights from the simulation. Matt Hawk to punt it away. Looks like a decent punt if it stays. It does stay. Looks like the Seahawks will get the ball at the 4-yard line. What a great punt by Matt Hawk. Bunch of guys on the line. Another handoff to Carson, and he's stopped again. Only picks up 2 yards. It's stopped by Bobby McCain. The Seahawks are going to have to punt from deep inside their own territory.
At their own 48-yard line.
Fitzpatrick finding Myles Gaskin in the middle of the field, open, tackled by Jamal Adams. Fitzpatrick finding Mike Gesicki in the end zone, and a Miami Dolphins touchdown. Dolphins take the early lead 7-0. Oh, and the Seahawks decide to go for it on 4th and 1 from the 20. See if they pick it up. Only need 1 yard. And he finds Chris Carson. Wilson from the shotgun decides to take it himself, and he gets the easy touchdown.
Wilson on the
Seahawks tie the game on the 3-yard run by Russell Wilson. Stay in this game before the Seahawks pull away, but the defense not really doing too well. Another run by Russell Wilson, has a ton of space, slides right before Wilson Byron Jones gets to him.
A 35-yard attempt.
Seahawks trying to take the lead. And they do. 10-7 Seahawks, 2:51 left in the second quarter.
21-yard line.
2:48 left. Dolphins looking to respond. Fakes the handoff to Gaskin, is being pressured by Adams, and he's sacked with a fumble. Picked up by Austin Jackson. Russell Wilson intercepted that time by Kamu Grugier-Hill. Kick is up. And the kick is good. Miami Dolphins tie the game with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Wilson, looking in the middle of the field, and finds Greg Olsen for the touchdown. Ryan Fitzpatrick's pass is intercepted by Bobby Wagner, who's running it back on the left side. Probably not going to be caught by Austin Jackson. And that is a turnover touchdown for the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason.
Quick pass out to Myles Gaskin, who's just 1 yard short of the first down. But they've rushed the ball a lot today. Probably another rush here. It is. Oh, it is a rush, but this time by Russell Wilson, who fumbles the ball. Picked up by the Dolphins. Russell Wilson cut back inside and didn't have to, and the fumble was picked up by Devon Godshaw. Dolphins with a chance to turn this game around. Fitzpatrick calls the audible. Quick throw over to Preston Williams, who has some room on the right side of the field. He's running towards the end zone. If he's not caught by Griffin, it's going to be a touchdown, but he's just short stopped at the 5-yard line. Surprisingly, they have Myles Gaskin here at the 1. They call it just before the end of the quarter. Myles Gaskin with the easy touchdown. Dolphins cut that 14-point deficit to just 7 points following the extra point. And Fitzpatrick looking for the, Fitzpatrick with another fumble. This time it's picked up by the Seahawks again, and it's stopped at the 10-yard line.
Myers on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Oh, they go for the fake field goal, and they score the touchdown. Oh, Pete Carroll catches the Dolphins special team sleeping. Dolphins with an empty backfield. Fitzpatrick again picked off. Oh, and it was Bobby Wagner again. That does it. Dolphins lose this one 31-17 after a terrible game by Ryan Fitzpatrick. Not really the way we wanted that game to end, with the Dolphins losing 31-17 to the Seattle Seahawks. But here are my 3 keys for the Dolphins to have a different outcome and actually win the game this Sunday against the Seattle Seahawks. Number 1, you have to contain Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is the leading MVP candidate on the season. He's been playing out of his mind, throwing 14 touchdowns to only 1 interception. He's playing super well with DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett as wide receivers, Chris Carson coming out of the backfield. You've got to make sure to keep him in check. Every time we've faced quarterbacks that have the ability to run or make things happen outside of the pocket, it has not ended well for us. Cam Newton week 1 torched us with 2 rushing touchdowns, and in week 2, Josh Allen did not use his legs so much, but threw for over 400 yards against the Dolphins defense, making Josh Allen look like a different MVP candidate, but Russell Wilson is on a completely different level. We have to make sure to keep him in the pocket, make him use his arm, and he is going to beat us with his arms more times than we would like, but that gives us our best shot, because if we have to worry about Russell Wilson throwing and running, I don't think there's any chance that the defense stops them all day. Number 2, we need to make sure that the offense takes advantage of a really poor Seattle Seahawks defense. The Dolphins offense is coming off a really strong performance against the Jaguars in the first half, but the second half of the game kind of saw the offense stall out a little bit. I don't know if they were just trying to buy time, chew out the clock. They were calling more conservative plays. We cannot do that against the Seattle team. The Seattle Seahawks defense is in the bottom of the league in almost every defensive category, whether it be passing yards or points allowed, and we have to take advantage of that. Jamal Adams is going to be out. They've lost another cornerback in Dunbar. Jordan Brooks is also out for the game, the linebacker. We need to make sure to attack this defense and attack them often, whether that be Mike Gesicki in the middle of the field, Devontae Parker over on the cornerbacks because I don't think they're very good, or the running game. This defensive line for the Seahawks is also not very good. Overall, this is a Seahawks defense that I don't think we've seen in a really long time because they are so lacking in so many positions. So we have to make sure to take advantage of that. And the third key is going to be Ryan Fitzpatrick. What Ryan Fitzpatrick are we going to get? Are we going to get the week 1 Ryan Fitzpatrick who looked out of place, looked like he had a dead arm and was throwing way too many interceptions? Or are we going to get the Ryan Fitzpatrick from weeks 2 and 3 where he had very good games? I think Ryan Fitzpatrick can lead us to a win just because the Seahawks defense is so bad. So if we can keep Russell Wilson contained, if our offense can take advantage of that really bad Seahawks defense, and if Ryan Fitzpatrick, the good, not the bad, shows up, I think the Dolphins pull away with the win. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of eMiami. These simulations can be seen on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/WallowMac. Not only can you see the full replays there, you can also catch them live whenever I do them. Most Dolphins simulations are going to take place on the Thursday before the game. Make sure to check out the 3 Yards Per Carry podcast. As always, a really great show with really good insight on the Miami Dolphins. Don't forget to keep it locked in here on the 5 Reasons Sports Network YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, comment, let us know what you think. And as always, go Dolphins.